Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast Non-Judgmental, sponsored by Being Seen. Hi, I'm Ankush. I currently weigh 98.5 kgs, and I have had body image issues since I was a 14-year-old kid. We were just completed with our summers, and I was just going back to hostel when I stood by a local store to get some toiletries. That is when I bought a first hair gel for myself, and I was already introduced to hair gel. I have seen my hostel mates using it, and I've had issues since very beginning to be friends or to not to maintain, but to even just be friends with somebody. And definitely today I'm in a better place with good set of friends. तो मैंने वो हेयर जेल खरीद के इस उम्मीद में खरीदा था that when I go back to hostel, at least ये एक चीज़ होगी where my roommates or my classmates would find me a little cool, and maybe they're gonna involve me into the friends group. But very clearly I failed into that, completely failed, and I had used the hair gel a couple of times, and slow and suddenly I just realized that I'm gaining weight. Simultaneously, I am gaining or getting gray hairs. And I was not that educated enough, and I was not even surrounded by such good people or educated people, those who could, tell me about, no, this is wrong, or maybe you should visit a doctor for this. And nothing, I just left it. And I never, I knew, oh shit, I have this, or, I look this. But still, whenever out, I was able to carry myself with lots and lots of confidence. I still remember those days. And one fine day, I was standing in a school premises, like hostel, so I was in shorts. And I'm just standing in the campus. Somebody from the back just taps me and comes across, and I just moved in, see, and I said, "Oh, hello, sir. Good evening." The faculty from the so-called IGCSE section, the international curriculum, the teacher comes ahead, and teacher said, "Oh, is that you?" And I was like, "Yes, sir. Any issue? What, is there something wrong?" Then he said, no, from the back you just look like a father of two children. And I thought some parent is waiting for the children to come, though school is over. I just smiled because I didn't know how to react. I just smiled and I went back to hostel after a certain time. And then I looked myself into the mirror, and I just was talking to myself, and like, अंधे हैं क्या सब? मेरे को कोई बोलता तो बहुत मोटा है, ये मेरे को बोल रहे हैं कि you look like a father of two children. And I just gave a proper scan to my body, and I told myself was not something that I forced. It generally came like, क्या बेवकूफ़ लोग हैं, इनको फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. How does a 40, there's so much difference between how a father of two children and how do I look. There's so much huge difference. Ignore it. I did ignore. By 2016, I had a little fear. Okay, I'll have to listen to comments, but still these things were so minor, and my confidence, I never these things never tampered my confidence or the way I conduct myself. And 2016, I unfortunately I had to do my undergrads at my hometown, and I had a couple of seniors on the road, literally on the road. If I passed by, they used to comment shitty things about how I look, uncle and kaka, I don't know what, who not. And since then, I have made this a habit to wear AirPods if I am, moving in my hometown, because there's no point. I've never answer to any of the things that they've commented, but still, I don't want that slight negativity also to be there. Anywhere in the road, if they find me passing by, they'll do it. इतने डरपोक है ना, they don't have that courage to, at least come and tell it in front of me on my face. Like, faceless comments जो तुमको troll करते हैं Instagram पे. These were exactly the same offline troll that I was facing, but I never, even that was not enough to, get me down. Slowly and steadily, I still remember a lot of my family, friends, and relatives. Every time they came in, they were like, "Oh, you've gained so much of weight. I think you should go for an early morning walk." And सब लोग अपना remedies and अपना experiences, their weight loss journey or everything, they just started telling me. Every family function I visited, I had somebody or the other commenting on my grey hairs. Don't you think you should get it colored? Or don't you think you've gained too much of weight? These too much of weight is bad. Like, itna weight of ke who will give you a girl? Who will get married to you? You look already so old. I don't know what not. Slowly here is when things started getting worse from me, because my family, my close relatives, I've been hearing so many comments since such a long time, but itna affect nahi hua, because for me they was just a faceless troll. And today I have been reminded every day about my weight by my close friends, my relatives, everybody, my family, everybody. And that is when my confidence went. I don't know kab, kahan, kaise, kya ho gaya. Unknowingly, I didn't look myself how I look into the mirror for one whole year. Even today when there is, somebody wants to click a picture, I'm sure I'm hiding myself at the back, or only my face is visible, or I don't want to get pictures clicked. एक time था when, if I go to some place, I have to click some nice picture of myself, post it on Instagram. But lately, I might have clicked. Honestly speaking, I have never clicked my own single pictures. या किए भी होंगे, but मैंने कभी social media पे post ही नहीं किया because of this. And I've always wanted to. Half of the times I don't click my own pictures if I'm out. I might click the surroundings, but never click my own pictures. And even today, I do have this fear. Even if I'm walking, I feel like to a new place surrounded by new people, I'm like, oh, they're gonna judge me for how I look, or there'll be some sort of comment that'll be passed, and so many things, so many thoughts come into the picture. अगर कभी भी तुमने किसी को भी उनके वेट पे कमेंट किया है, या तुम अपने दोस्तों में मजाक उड़ाते हो, ठीक है, वो अगर तुम्हारा दोस्त ठीक है उस मजाक से, तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट मेक श्योर यू डोंट डू इट एवरी नाउ एंड देन, बिकॉज तुम्हारा क्या है, तुम मजाक उड़ाओगे, तुम सामने वाले की you'll feel level superior कि मैं उसको चढ़ाता हूँ, वो कुछ नहीं करता, मैंने उसके धज्जियाँ उड़ा दी. You might feel superior by telling those things, and the victim who has been listening to this goes through a lot. वो अपने आप से नफरत करते हैं about the way they look, उनकी body से नफरत करते, they hate themselves, and this is where the anxiety. I didn't realize that I don't like to see myself in the mirror. I don't like to just go through anything that has happened. मेरे को नहीं पसंद आता है to look myself, or to click pictures. I don't want to be there. If there is something happening, group photo, everything, I make sure I'm at the very last, bare minimum visible. It's a request from me. If you have ever done it, please stop body shaming people for not only weight gain, or if they're too lean, just stop body shaming people, because that doesn't suit you and from where you come from. Instead, be supportive enough. अब मैं इस पे क्या बोलूँ? I don't understand. भाई साहब खुद का देख लो, दीदी जी खुद का देखो, खुद के तोंद निकले हुए हैं बाहर. And then, I mean, hats off to that audacity to come back and tell me that, don't you think you've gained a lot of weight? Stop doing that. I'm telling it again, क्योंकि तुम बोलोगे, तुमको जो मर्जी है बोल के तुम निकल जाते हो. वो जो जिस इंसान को सुनना पड़ता है ना, उसको उसकी हालत उसी को पता होती है. My friends was also going through similar body shaming comments from the family and nearby people. She used to starve herself for 14, 15 hours, 16 hours. It's not like she was doing diet or crash diet these days. नहीं, there was nothing called crash diet. यार ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था. It was just proper. She hated the food as well. You know what is? I was talking to my therapist about this body comments and body shaming that I get from a lot of people, and I said it didn't hurt me when the entire world was speaking about it, because I feel हाथी चले बाजार कुत्ते भौंके बाजार. But मेरे को उनको कुत्ते से भी compare नहीं करना है अब. I don't want to insult the dogs also by comparing these humans with the dog. So yeah, I was saying that when I was talking to my therapist and मैंने उनको बोला कि this and all this happened, so she said, see, either it is your opinion, you want to lose or don't lose. And next time if you hear anybody commenting on your weight, whether you are कहीं पे भी हो, अगर तुमको लगता है कि somebody is commenting on it, तुमको बोला है ना, तो you have to take that stand for yourself and say it to the other person that, listen, please don't comment on my body image or my body. I don't like it. It's very hurtful. मेरे थेरेपिस्ट ने इतना पोलाइटली मेरे को ये चीज़ समझाया, एंड आई एम श्योर अगर मैंने विदाउट लिसनिंग टू माई थेरेपिस्ट अगर मैंने कभी ये स्टेप लिया होता ना, आई वुड हैव बर्स्टेड, आई वुड हैव स्टार्टेड येलिंग एट द पर्सन. But my therapist told it so politely, and that's when I got the courage. But I never had that chance to have an face-to-face kind of interaction with somebody about the body images or issues. Sorry, I'm fumbling. So I put up a Instagram post with the picture of mine. One is screaming and the other one is happy. You can find it on my Instagram handle. And that's when I told. And since then, honestly, I have never received comments on my body issues. That was such a best thing my therapist ever taught me. Since then, I have never had any comments coming in. And I have started practicing this. I stand in front of the mirror, try to look try to look into the mirror, the entire body, and trying to, embrace my body, try to feel comfortable by looking at the body, because these comments made me uncomfortable. So I was not comfortable looking myself into the mirror. Now, to change that perspective of mine, I am trying to click my own pictures. I don't post it, but I try and click my own pictures. I stand. I even look into the mirror, look at my completely body, embrace, feel happy about it. Try to, get a lot of positivity by looking into the body. So slow and steadily, things are changing. And if you are somebody who is commented or in near future, if you ever wish to, please don't do it. Be supportive, because that person, whoever is having body image issues, has heard a lot of things. Don't be a burden, instead be a supportive friend or family member and give them a proper help. And there's one more thing I recently was introduced, because I honestly speaking, I've tried a lot of diets and things, and still I feel losing a certain amount of weight is because of these emotions that we suppress and that are under stored under our belly, and that is why until and unless those emotions are not released, there is no chance of losing weight. I mean, I don't know how far is this true, but definitely I have heard this from, I guess, my therapist, and so that's how it is. अगर तुम victim हो body image issues के, I would suggest, as my therapist said, politely उनको बोलो कि this is hurtful, don't say. And once you say what I am telling you, मेरे को एक भी comment नहीं आया जहाँ पे दिन में 10 आते थे. I stopped receiving even those. I'm genuinely telling you, you should do this if you've ever come across anything like this. मेरे emotions बाहर आ रहे हैं, honestly speaking, with days when I was commented for my weight, and now that I don't have, I'm at peace, but try to make peace with my body definitely, and try and spread more love with everybody that is around you rather than just talking negative, I would say. Yeah, so I was at this point telling you guys that if you have ever been a victim for body image issues, I would suggest seek for a help. Lose the weight or gain the weight only if you wish to. Until and unless you are not ready and you're not willing to take that step, please don't take it under pressure, because you've been criticized for who you are. And most importantly, I believe you have to surround yourself with the positive. Not definitely there has to be some people who come and fill in the positivity in you. It's all you yourself. Try and look into the mirror, embrace your body. That's few things that I have practiced and I'm suggesting you out there. And if you are the one who has ever commented, मेरा सजेशन मैंने दे चुका हूँ पहले, अभी भी मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि अगर तुमने कभी किसी को उनके वेट नहीं होने के कारण या ज़्यादा वेट होने के कारण कभी भी कुछ बोला है, तो प्लीज़ make sure you are not doing it again, or you're not commenting on anybody's body image ever again, because you might speak and go, but what happens to the person who listens? Only the person who's going through will understand. That's all for today, and see you guys in the next episode. But before going, I just want to let you know, if you guys want to be at this podcast, wherein Being Seen is providing a platform, a free platform for individuals to express their views, experiences, and opinions that they want to share, feel free to DM at our Instagram, beanseen.in, that is BEANSEENE.in. Take care and see you next Friday.